Hello everybody, my name is Lumo and today we're going to be talking about things and stuff because it is your week's vlog. So first up I gotta ask, how was finals week? If you didn't have finals, how was your week? But I know a lot of people had finals this week because this is when I would normally get out of school. So I figured, someone might have had to deal with that shit this week. I have brought the microphone a significant distance closer to my mouth and now we're back in business. Oh, it fell. I think I might need to start tightening some screws on this thing. It is falling down pretty frequently. So you guys are gonna notice something weird going on this week in terms of videos, but I hope you guys don't mind. Nothing is gonna interrupt the schedule at all, but you might notice a few additions here or there. So if you see that, don't think it's gonna be normal, it's just for this week. I'm not trying something out, it's just I wanted to get a series more progressed than other series. So there's that. It's all explained in the video that's going up tonight, so expect it, but don't expect it to be normal. That being said, Overwatch is coming out, and I'm gonna have to display some severe self-control to not screw everything and just play Overwatch consistently. I need to get a job, damn it. I can't be playing Overwatch 24/7. As much as I really want to, though. On another upside, I did find out that the internet is strong enough for me to stream here, so we're gonna be doing a lot of art streams coming up. I know you guys probably like, stream Binding of Isaac, but, no, sorry. I want to get this contest piece done. Literally, it's make a superhero as a zombie, and I'm gonna do a Green Lantern. That seems super fun, because can you imagine his, like, weird decaying body just being held together with, like, Green Lantern stuff? Like, that'd be cool as hell to see, honestly, and if I can pull it off, I'm gonna be so pumped. Man, I'm having a little bit of an issue with vlogs, because since I'm at home, and I'm not working yet. I'm trying to work, but I'm not working yet. I have no stories of David and I doing stuff, or like, of anything that happened during the week. My week is pretty boring now. All things considered, I'm stuck at home. Which, I mean, I want to be a YouTuber, that's my life regardless, but I haven't gone out anywhere, I've done nothing. So, I don't know what I'm supposed to be saying to you right now, but I know that I want to make a vlog, I just don't know what it's about. I have no motivational messages that I haven't even imparted on you guys regardless, but you know what? I think I know what I'm gonna say. Allow me to explain the YouTube process. Now, you guys might have heard me joke a little bit about this in the recent YouTuber's life, but let me explain how YouTube works for the smaller guys before I explain how it works for the bigger guys, okay? This is gonna be a little bit here and there, a little bit of speculation, a little bit of what I know. So, first things first, the way it works for us smaller guys is we make videos, and that's it, we have fun. But if we want to grow, and frankly, I'd like to grow, because I kind of want to make this my job, because frankly, I have way too much fun making these stupid videos. But the thing is we have to pick up on trends that the bigger guys are doing, possibly before the big guys do it. Like, YouTube is life. I was still gonna jump on that ship, because it seemed like I could be a cynical jerk about it, and I'm surprised I haven't, but I've actually been enjoying that game pretty thoroughly. But the thing is the bigger guys did it before I could do it. So unlike Binding of Undertale, now I'm playing catch-up. And the thing is you want to have content on your channel of that game in multiple episodes before the big guys get more than one episode out. So since Markiplier hasn't done it yet, it's still very viable for us to have a long-standing series going with it. But since Jack already did it, now having a longer-standing series before he can get more out is also viable. So that's why you're seeing a lot of it being spammed, because that is very good for us smaller YouTubers to grow, because we're riding their coattails until we have our very own coat. And then of course, as I mentioned in the video, you gotta make sure you have the proper keywords, the tagging, the titles, the SEO. Because the SEO is really what's gonna drive people to your channel, because they're gonna be searching for very specific phrases, and if you are in that first bit, okay, if you're in that first bit, people are gonna see you and people are gonna be like, let's check this out, it's the easiest option. And now since we have an audience, that really works for us, because what ends up happening now is it's based off of watch time, retention, and engagement, instead of views. It used to be just views to dictate relevance, and that didn't always work, because then you'd have someone with Leafy's, like, clickbait titles, and they'd be at the top of, like, Five Nights at Freddy's. It wouldn't really work out that well for people who actually were making who weren't making FNAF content. But since we do have the audience to actually grant us that, relevancy ranking, as it were, now we can actually compete in SEOs. Like, we got on the first page of, I think it was Yandere Simulator Funny Moments. It was either that or Tasty Planet gameplay, but thanks to Condi's wizardry, we got up there. And that really helped those videos out, because they got a lot of views. So, SEO is very good. It helps out a lot. But what about the bigger guys? The bigger guys are a bit more in a nebulous state. They can pretty much do whatever the hell they want and people will like it. However, Jack said it himself, he has to sort of work retroactively, because he'll make a video and if it gets below 1 million views, it's not a successful series for him, because that is roughly 1/10 of his audience. And mind you, you should always have roughly 1/10 of your audience watching. We are at 6,700, and we are getting roughly 670 views per video. That's not always the case, especially if I botch the thumbnail for a video like I did with Tasty Planet 2 Electric Boogaloo. Seriously though, like, you gotta make sure your thumbnails and shit are just on point. It has to look like your video. It can't look like Jack's, it can't look like Mark's, it has to be you. And since mine did not look like a Lumo Blaze thumbnail, no one clicked on it. Nah, it happens. But that's the thing, is they pretty much have free reign to do whatever they want, and here's the thing, they do not need to do SEO. Jack still does it, bless his heart, he's a good learning study. But Mark and Felix, especially, I've noticed this the most from them, will put the bare bones tags on something because they've got the retention and the power, where if they just include the title of the game in the tags, they're probably going to show up first in the search. And that's just how it is. But they have more free reign to do whatever the hell they want. And one day we'll get to that point and we can play Pikmin 2 on the channel and have a grand old time, because we'll be the ones making the hype. But for the time being, not really the case. But it's a nice dream, you know? It's a nice dream to finally be up there, to be able to make ourselves do the videos that we want. Well, no, that's not to say I don't like the videos I'm doing now. Don't mishear me. But it'd be nice to ride hype trains as well as riding some of the games that I like doing. Well, once again, that's kind of BS, because I already do the games that I like doing sometimes. Like, Outlast, Whistleblower, yeah, it was requested, but simultaneously, I really like horror games. I'm sad you guys don't like horror games that much, but I can understand that. It's just not for you. You got your fill on Mark and Felix forever ago. I can take that. I can understand that. But if I do a horror game, and this really counts for Outlast, I'm gonna be doing it all in one chunk for myself, and then I'm just gonna upload them over the course of the week, and then just unhide all of them on one day in a playlist for everyone, so that way, you know, it doesn't disrupt the normal flow of content for people. I mean, it takes long to get out, but I can still get it out for people who want to see it. No one has to ask, when's the next Outlast? And I don't have to say, well, it's cancelled because the views were shite. Like, that's the other thing, is I also have to gauge how your attention be due, so I have to figure out what's working and what isn't. And if something gets below 400 views, I declare it defunct. And now 400 views is not a sneezing number, don't get me wrong, but I need to be hitting that average consistently, because that is the content that the most of you like. So that's why that exists. So just a heads up on that one, that's my threshold as of late. That's my threshold for what's not doing good. So that being said, now you know my thought process and stuff. Like, when we get to a decent size, I'm probably going to be doing a lot more stuff like the gingerbread house on the side with Sassman, because, you want to know what's silly? People have such faith that I'm going to make it one day, like such tenacity, that they've offered to be my editor. Right? It feels weird to me. Not that I really have the money to hire someone, no, probably ever will until we're like Markiplier sized, but still a nice thought, you know? Because then I'd be able to do stupider stuff and just go and like continuously be a goofus with David and make some funny videos like how to make summer solstice eggs and whatnot. Yeah, we actually had another one of the how-to guide videos that, like the gingerbread house one, that we were planning and we just never got around to them. I'm kind of sad about that. I really, really wanted to do this. I wanted to do like this Easter egg one, okay, but we missed Easter. But just get a bunch of eggs, hard boil like 3 of them, and then leave the rest unboiled, or vice versa. Make it like a Russian roulette of eggs. And after you're done dyeing an egg, you have to just crack it in your hand. It's gonna keep score of how many people got gooped. Probably would have been disgusting and needed a lot of cleanup, but I still kind of want to do that. But yeah, it's also weird, in retrospective, thinking about where the channel's come. Because way back in the day, you can hear this a lot in the Super Mario Sunshine Let's Play. An hour length of time is enough time for me to break down my walls of a YouTuber and start discussing my personal philosophies and conundrums, which, oh, that never goes good. But that's the thing, is way back then, here's the things that I hated. Facecam. PewDiePie. Like, I am a completely different person now at the end of my college career because at the start of my whole Let's Play shtick, I was like, man, face cam is only for scrubs, and I'll never use one. I'm gonna become the next PewDiePie, and I hate PewDiePie, but I'm gonna be the next one, even though I'm not gonna use a face cam. And it's like, I didn't start this for fun, but I'm happy that I decided to continue it out of fun because, my God, was I a selfish and self-centered little prat who couldn't see things out of his own window. But it's nice to know that we've matured and are actually taking some time, effort, and care into our content. It feels good. It feels good to be a good. And I'm not always a good, but when I am a good, it's good to be one. Yeah. God, man, I used to do hour-long videos. Oh my God, dude, we used to do the YouTuber life thing because it would take like 8 hours for Vegas to render one of those out. And I don't even use Vegas anymore, but it would take forever for one of those to render out. My God. My God. Like, uploading took a while too, because Schnee's internet was just awful back then. My God. We literally have just reliving shit through YouTuber's life. And I remember my parents scolding me like, you need to do your work better. And I was like, oh. So, yeah. That's an interesting little retrospective, but I think I'm gonna stop this vlog here. I've been rambling for a little bit, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what I said, there's gonna be more. I do a vlog every other week, and I read your comments every other week. So as always, my name has been Lumo. Subscribe if you want to become a Luminary. Leave a like if you're so inclined, comment if you want, and share it if you feel like it. And as always, come on, here, stay up, stay up. I hope to see you in the very next video. I want to do the ending sync before I finished. That's where we're at today. And I will see you in the very next video. Goodbye. Goodbye.